Welcome to another day in the life of commuting into Sydney to my 9 to 5. How's it going, everyone? Firstly, I feel like I have to apologise just because it is rainy and miserable again, but I can't really do much about that. So this video is going to be basically a bit of a day in the life of commuting into Sydney to my job, which is in insurance as a retention specialist, and everything that goes along with that. I did previously do a video and there was quite a bit of interest, and I think people just like to see the sort of way of life, how much things cost, and so I'll be talking to you about my job, life, things that are going on, and also we'll be seeing the commute into Sydney as well. So hope you enjoy it. Let's go. I did actually start this video at about 6:30 this morning when I was walking the dog and realised there was no battery in the GoPro. But you kind of missed the morning routine, but you've got the commute, so let's do that. So first thing I'm going to do is tap on with my travel card. I do actually need to top it up. I think I will top it up whilst I'm here. Just coming up to 8 o'clock and it's going to take about 15 minutes on the train. It's not too packed. It's been pretty busy the last couple of mornings, but generally the commute compared to something like London, I find it's a lot less busy. And also I think the trains are a lot better as well. This is our train. I've also got a casual dress on today because Friday. Okay, that train didn't stop. I've got a casual dress on today, so I've just got a polo top on, jacket, then I've got my chinos and normal shoes on. Just made a massive mistake. I've realised I've got white socks on. Oh no! Head undercover, wait for the train because the rain's getting a little bit heavy. So we'll talk more about my job and stuff as we get off in town. So welcome to Sydney. It is pretty rainy, pretty wet, so I'm not really in that much of an eating mood this morning, to be honest with you, but I definitely get a coffee every morning. It's usually between like $5 and $6 for a coffee, so we'll get a coffee. I talk a bit more about the job, how things are going, but journey into town, it's a pretty easy journey. It only cost me around $4.20 to go from stop to stop. One journey, so $4.20 on the bus, on the train. Not a lot, is it really? Food wise, I'm usually packed lunch, to be honest with you. I mean, it is Friday today, it's the end of the week, so we just kind of give up, don't we, and buy food on a Friday. So that's the plan. Lunchtime I'll leave the office, come out and grab something, but what I have found is at lunchtime it's super busy. Because I only get half an hour lunch, it's not enough time if you've got to queue up somewhere to get food. So I'll go to something where I know I can just get it quick. Most of my office works at home on a Friday, but I'm still on the probationary period of 6 months. I'm 3 months into that. So it would be nice to work from home. Now I have worked at home on occasion, but that would be nice. I will be working from home a lot more when I get past that stage. But overall it's going really well. So I was in construction before. Oh, a bit of loud noise. I was in construction before. Wanted to leave that, but unfortunately I left it on for very different reasons, and the reasons that I wanted to. But I had a big accident at work, had the operation. I couldn't work in a manual job anymore, to be honest with you, without loads of pain. So I'm still going through treatment for that now. But maybe it was a sign that I had to move on. But I work as a retention specialist now for this specialist insurance company, so a lot of interesting calls, and it's not like a mad pace, it's not a pushy sales environment. It's not sales, it's retention. So it's keeping people happy, keeping people on board, and yeah, I'm getting on with it quite well actually. So it's a nice change. I'm enjoying like the conditions a lot better, you know, not out in the heat or the wet, although it is nice to work outdoors. I am an outdoors person through and through, but you've just got to decide, haven't you, like what's the right thing to do. So yeah, I'm gonna grab a coffee and find somewhere to chill because we've still got half an hour before we even start work. It's funny because if you follow the videos, you'll know that sort of like half the videos are to do with building a bus into a off-grid camper van, and then the 9 to, oh god, something's really hurt me. And then the other videos are what I'm doing during the week, which is working like everyone else. But do you know what I mean? I like to do the videos, and I like to just keep the videos in line with what I'm doing in my life. So Monday to Friday the videos are me doing this. On the weekends it's me and Loz building the bus and doing whatever else we're doing, a bit of fishing. I think moving from construction to moving from the manual sort of side of things to this corporate laptop style is the right thing for me, because potentially we might move around, or we are going to, because we are going to be moving into a bus, but the flexible way of working is really going to help with that. But I don't want to, like, I actually enjoy doing a job when I'm doing it well and getting results. So if I'm able to do that flexibly, then that's even more of a win. With pay and stuff, I actually get paid. I was earning more in construction. It's because there's so many more sort of little bumps you get. So after 5 o'clock, after 3:30, it's like overtime. Saturdays is almost double time. So I'm not getting the same pay, but it's taken a lot less of my time, and it's taken a lot less of me in terms of getting injured. So there's trade-offs, and you've got to work out which ones are worth it and which ones aren't. The day basically is going to consist of me getting into work at 9, pulling up some spreadsheets, making some spreadsheets, looking at our system, seeing what's like needs dealt with for me, for people who have got issues with the policies, want to, like, you know, queries around pricing structures and all that sort of stuff. And then essentially going through all of those and making sure that they are kept happy to an extent where they stay with us, but also, you know, we need to make sure that, you know, we can't just give someone loads of money off because they're not happy. You know, we've got to, it's all done through talking. It's all done through talking. So I think I'm okay with that. We're talking to strangers, and you know, you do put your prep in and sort of see what type of person they are, what sort of money we're talking about, and then have the conversation that hopefully means that they stay with the company, and then that's a result for me. Because each month they churn out the targets for retention, and it's a big reflection on me, because I am the only retention specialist really that deals solely with it. Right, I finished a $6 coffee. Coffee is amazing in Sydney. I wasn't one of these people going to jump on the hype. The coffee is insane. I'm going to go to the office now just because it's raining and it's a bit miserable out there. Usually I sit for 30 minutes in town, listen to a podcast, maybe read a little, just chill out before I go into the office. I can't just go straight in. So I'm not going to film in the office because I won't do that. There's people working there, and it's also it's not appropriate really. But it's just me at a computer, and we will return at lunch. So yeah, we'll grab some food at lunch, give you an update on how the job's going and how the morning's gone, and also maybe grab another drink or something to eat, see what we fancy. Lunchtime, how's it going? Right, it's 12:40, come out and I'm getting a sandwich from this little place called Hustle. Had one last week and it was insane. It's $12 toasted and it's absolutely massive. Well, yeah, brilliant. Work-wise, we started, like, I turned on the computer at like 10 to 9, sort of like went live at 9, 2 minutes to 9, had someone calling me saying that they tried to get in contact with me since 8 o'clock, and they've sent 3 emails because they weren't happy about the pricing of their policy. But after some heated discussion, they're okay. That's pretty much how the morning started, a bit fast. It starts to slow down after lunch, and then it gets busy again at like that 3-4 o'clock period. I've kind of called everyone that I need to call. The only thing that I need to do really for the rest of the day is just keep on top of the emails and do a bit of prep for next week. Right, I've got my sandwich. It's called the Reuben. It's like a bit of an American style corned beef, sauerkraut and all that sort of stuff, a bit of cheese. Find somewhere to eat it. You can see how busy this place is starting to get now. It's Friday as well, so maybe people finish early, so lunchtime is very busy. We'll find somewhere to eat this and have a little chill before we go back in. I'm going to take a shortcut through to Hilton. I'm not even sure if we're supposed to come through here. Some very posh people, I think, stay here. The cars kind of give it away with the Super MG. But I looked at prices to stay here as well. It's like, at peak, it's like $1,000 a night, I think, for some of the rooms. Got through here anyway. I just think it's no cars really that are allowed. Yeah, you are allowed to come through here. The only thing as well with changing jobs from construction to corporate, construction you're knocking off on a Friday early, sometimes anyway. But this one is 9 to 5, no matter what the day. That is worth $12. 100%. I love the sort of like American pastrami sort of vibe. With costing and stuff in Sydney, the reason why I think Sydney might seem expensive, I just believe it's easier to spend more money when it's warmer. The amount of food options that are available, they're actually quite reasonably priced, some of them. But I just think, you know, with the coffee culture as well, I feel like it's easier to spend more money, which can make it seem more expensive. It's just something to bear in mind. Right, coming up to 5 to 1, we've got the final slog before 5 PM. Then we can go home. I want to get a run in tonight, honestly. I have to get a run in and also edit this video and obviously be a fiance and a dog owner at the same time. Do everything. Nah, we should do it. And also it's lighter in the evenings now, so a couple of Ks, do you know what I mean? It's good for the back recovery, it's good for the mental health. Good. I can't do gym before work. I don't know what it is. I wish I was one of these people. I just cannot do gym before work. I remember waking up in the mornings in the army and just having to get smashed at 6 AM. I hated it. But yeah. Right, see you after work. It's 5 PM, finished work here in Sydney. Everyone is pouring out. Look at this. So I've just got to do a few things before going home. One was go to a sunglasses shop. I've just done that. Unsuccessful. I need to get a part for the sunglasses I've got. They don't have it. And 2, I'm just going to pick up some headphones from JB Hi-Fi, which is like Australia's electronics store. Work was pretty actually slow for the last couple of hours, but just had like a couple of clients that I've spoken to today that have just taken up a lot of time. So client calls in, they've got an issue, have to sort of go away, reassess their policy, look at it, get back to them, They want us to check something else, get back to them. So a lot of that basically. Anyway, it's Friday now, being paid, get paid every Friday, which is a bonus. And it's time to start enjoying the weekend. I'm going to pick up some headphones, some JB Hi-Fi, document the commute back on the train through this Friday rush hour, and then hopefully we'll walk the walk buddy when we get back, and also smash out the run. So that will be a nice way to finish today. It's just getting super busy on this street now. But yeah, I'll video it for you just so you get the feel of what it's like to finish on a Friday in terms of commuting from the centre of Sydney out. Headphones for like $69. They should have been $89, but they're just simple wireless headphones. I mean, I'm not too bothered about the quality because I've got my Bose noise cancelling ones for that, but they're just good because I like to listen to a podcast in the morning. And that's all I need it for. And the ones and gym and running, because the ones I had broke anyway. It's actually starting to get that like hot as well when you're, you know, like when you're on the tube and it's hot and everyone's sweating. It's getting a little bit like that now. It's starting to warm up down here, especially in these like underground parts. This isn't technically the underground. Sydney now has an underground, like what do they call it? I think they just call it the new metro, but this part of the like overground is underground, if this makes any sense. But it is starting to get a bit warm. Right, the commute is pretty much done. It's like never really anything more than 20 minutes from my stop to the centre of town and the centre of town back out. So yeah, perfect. In terms of like the full day today, yeah, not bad to be honest with you. The thing is, it can get a little bit heavy for me because I try and get ahead for things that are happening on the weekend. Like I try and pre-contact people who look like they might have an issue on the weekend, because what happens is I get into work Monday and then like there's like a big sort of backlog because I don't work the weekend, you see. But yeah, work's done now, don't even want to think about it. Overall it's going well, I enjoy it. As far as jobs go, I mean, job's a job at the end of the day. Look, I think in an ideal world I would love to work for myself, and I think one day I will work for myself, but I still think that I'm figuring that out. And I'm sure, I think people will be able to resonate with that. Do you know what I mean? We can't all have it figured out, even when I do watch social media and everyone's earning so much money and their own business and this and that. That'll come. So right now I've had a delivery for the bus that we're converting well, we're doing a bus conversion. I've had a delivery, I'm going to pick that up, hopefully no one stole it, take the dog straight out, have a little fresh walk, and then I'll probably get the run in and Loz finishes work at 7:30. This is the delivery.
Hello. Come on. Hello.
Right, I've just moved the delivery inside. Look at this. It's like Christmas. That is
I'll do another video about this, but that is 3 water tanks and something called a maxi air fan. If you know anything about camper vans, you know. Right, should we go for a walk? Come on in. Should we go for a walk? Should we go? He does get walks in a day, by the way, but we're going to go out for a walk now.
I was going to take him to the beach, but I'm just going to go local park for a runabout because I might get caught in a bit of traffic going to the beach. Buds, come on, come inside. Come inside this Mercedes-Benz. Typical cheap 20-year-old Australian car you can get. Starts first time though, doesn't it, boy? Thing is, right, I'm just thinking about, because there's a lot of construction work going on here and there's some traffic controllers. So over here you have traffic controllers if you've got any construction work that's happening near the road, and they will just basically move the traffic from left to right. You have to do a course, it's like a day or 2-day course. They get paid a lot of money, to be honest with you. It's always casual work. Anyway, it got me thinking. I think like the transition that I've done, going from like a labour construction job to corporate, it's hard because like I'm here in Australia and you sort of want to earn money fast, and you just can in construction. You just can, honestly, you just can. The shifts are there, you know, you can work on the weekends, work late, the work's there, and you can get, I mean, there's night work as well. You can get paid a lot of money, you really can. But I'm going to tilt you up there. But I'm just thinking for the longevity sort of side of things, it's something that, do I want to change my skill set now and build that up? I think I do. You know, I'm not saying I'm going to be doing this retention specialist job for the rest of my life, but I feel like it's got skills in it, or it's got experience that can help me move towards a direction that I feel like I will be able to sustain for longer. I've also started thinking about, sometimes go where the money is. Obviously people will say there's a lot of money in construction, and there's loads of money in it, but if your heart's not in it, it's hard, isn't it? But not even if your heart's not in it, if you're just not feeling it, it's hard. Anyway, I have all these thoughts going off in my head, and sometimes I just come out on camera. It's Friday. The difference with Friday in Australia and the difference with Friday in the UK, well, we all like the Friday in the UK, we love it, we're mad for it, aren't we, really? But imagine that and it being warm pretty much all the time. That like brings the vibe up even more, doesn't it? You know, especially for like people who want to wear nice outfits and stuff, you know, you don't have to put a big horrible coat on over the top of it. So that's a nice thing about this side of like the world in terms of that work-life balance. When work finishes, it finishes, and people are just like, let's chill. Wait there, boys, wait. Wait, is some? Come. I know, yeah. How's it going? Right, we've just done 2 laps of this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to head back, guys, because I'm going to edit this video. I'm also going to be going for a run. You don't need to see that, but that was just basically another day complete. Can't wait for the weekend. Thanks for watching and look forward to the next one. See you later, buds.